Hey guys, Ashley Marie here. Today we're going to be doing a full face of Wet n Wild makeup. So we have products that I've used before, some I haven't. I have a full face, so I'm so excited to get into it. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Make sure you're subscribing, guys. I'm so excited to grow our Ashley Marie fam. So let's get into it. So for primers, we have two products here. This is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Water Drop Primer and Cucumber, which I've never tried before, but I'm really excited. I did smell this when it came in the mail, and it smells really good. And this is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus 3-in-1 Prep, Set, and Refresh. It's a different language on the other side. And this is in the rose scent. This also smells really good. So I'm gonna start off with the Water Drop Primer. We'll see how this feels. It's green, pretty liquidy. It does smell really good. It smells like, it kind of smells like a green apple Jolly Rancher is what I'm getting. Or like a very sweet, like, candy cucumber scent. Feels really nice. It's pretty, has a little bit of tackiness to it, which I really like for primers. So it's really nice. They didn't have like a pore filling primer that I could find. So maybe they had like a silicone based one, but I'm not really a fan of those. So we're gonna go into the PhotoFocus Rose 3-in-1 Primer water. That smells really good. It really feels like you're like in a spa, which is nice. Get the skin hydrated. For foundation, we have the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Foundation in Caramel. I've used this before. I don't know if this is a color I got, but I know I've used this before and I used to really like it. Got it opened. It's very tough to open for some reason. Comes with a paddle attachment, which I'm pretty iffy on. I like that it's easy to apply and I don't have to pour it on the back of my hand, but also I know it's not the most sanitary because like you're rubbing it all over your face and you're like sticking it back in the bottle. But for convenience sake, it's good. It's just for hygiene, it might not be the best, but, and I mean, if you're really worried about that, I guess you could just pour it on the back of your hand, but I am gonna use the paddle just because that's what it's for. So we're gonna go for convenience today. But if you are worried about that, I would say just pour it on your hand. It does, okay, got it in my hair. It does provide for easy application, I will say that. It smells like paint thinner, which I know a lot of people have said when they're talking about this product. But I think this foundation is actually really nice. Like I said, I've used this before, so I actually used up a whole bottle. And I really liked it. I really like the consistency of it. It's liquidy enough to where I feel like it's very easy to blend and gives me a very like smooth finish. It's not matte, it's not dewy, it's more like a satin matte if I can remember correctly. This is a foundation on, and I think it looks really good. Like I said, it's more like a satin matte, more natural finish, which I really like. And I would say this color is perfect for me. This is Caramel Medium Deep, which I really like. It smooths over perfectly. That paint thinner smell does go away, so really like this foundation. We're gonna go into some concealers. This is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer. It says it was tested under 7 light conditions. I picked up 2 different shades, one in 842B, which is medium tawny, and one in 844B, which is medium deep tan. First gonna dive into 842B medium tawny, see how that color looks. I like that color. It's a smaller doe foot applicator, and I will say already you don't get a lot of product on the doe foot, which I don't love because that means you're gonna have to keep digging in, but it feels very creamy, which I do like. Pretty thick, I would say, not liquidy at all. I'm gonna apply a little bit to the eyelids and some primer. I'm gonna blend out this eye first because I've never used it. I don't know how fast it dries. I'm gonna try to apply a little bit more for a little bit more coverage. Upon first glance, I actually really like this concealer. I don't love that you don't get a lot of product on the doe foot because I feel like I had to dip in like 6 times to get the amount of like coverage I like, but I do like it. I feel like it's medium coverage. It's not like as full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that, but for a drugstore concealer, I think it's really good. Smooth over the foundation, really nice. It's just pretty thick and you don't get a lot on the doe foot, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna go on with the other eye now. And I'm gonna apply this to the rest of my face as well. So far, I really like that concealer. It is starting to crease a little bit underneath my eyes, so be sure that you set it. And to set it, I have the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Powder and Translucent. This packaging is massive. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is so big. Like, I mean, my head's pretty big too. So, but like, it's about like the palm of my hand, so it's pretty bulky. So it's definitely gonna be hard to store, but we'll see how the actual product goes. It has a little like pill here button, and this is where like the powder will come out. But see, this is why I don't like how bulky the packaging is, because you have like at least an inch of extra product right here that's not even powder. So you're just taking up more room, which I don't love. Doesn't have a scent, which I like. It's completely translucent like it's supposed to be. More of a white, no tint to it. Guys, I think I have found a new favorite powder. It did not alter the color of the concealer, which I really like. It didn't like oxidize or anything. And my pores, mind you, I'm not using a pore filling primer at all, so that's all this powder, are so smooth over. This powder blurred my skin so well, which I really like. I didn't use it on the whole face, just underneath the eyes and a little bit over the nose, but I think it blurred so well. I'm definitely gonna keep using this, and I really like this. We're gonna go into the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Pressed Powder, and this is in Golden Tan. I got this because I never use like pressed powders all over the face, but I wanted to give it a try. See how this looks. Again, with another great powder. I really like this. I've never tried either of the PhotoFocus powders, the loose or the pressed, and I would say I am so impressed by these. My skin looks very blurred. I have like a few lines on my forehead that look blurred. My smile lines look good. My whole face is like matte, but it still has a little bit of life to it. My pores are filled in. So far, this is like the highlight of this tutorial. I really like these, so we're gonna keep trying these out. I don't have a bronzer because it came broken. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do some bronzer off camera and then I'll come back. Okay guys, I put on my bronzer. I use a Morphe bronzer that I'll link down below. I would say the bronzer went over very smoothly over these powders and this foundation, which is really nice. Next, I have a blush from Wet n Wild, of course. You guys have seen me use this in my drugstore makeup tutorial, which I will link up here. And this is in the color Mellow Wine. I really love this blush. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's really natural, but I feel like it just adds such a great flush to the cheeks. feelings on this blush. I think it's beautiful. Adds such a nice flush to the face, kind of matches my shirt, which I love. And now we're gonna go into some highlighters. I have two different options today. These are the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powders. These are the exact same color. And I know that. So I have one to try today. This is Golden Flower Crown. I think I've used this before, but I'm not sure what my opinions of it were. Let's see how this goes, guys. You guys know I like a blingy highlight. Love this. Let's try the other one. Maybe we have a faulty one. I feel like maybe I just like a lot of bling, but I feel like I kind of wanted this to be a little bit more like pow, like a little bit more dramatic. Actually, let's try something. I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna like spray my face with the rose water again. Let that dry for a second. And before it fully dries, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of highlighter. I would say this is pretty. It's definitely not my favorite drugstore highlight. I like the Maybelline highlighters better. I like the Milani highlighters better. I feel like they give a lot more impact, but I mean, it's pretty. It's just not my favorite. So now we're going to set our brows. I already have my brow pencil on because I didn't pick one up from Wet n Wild. I didn't see one on the Ulta website, but I might have just missed it. And this is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. And this is in Nothing But Brunette. And I got this because I do like a little bit of a lighter brow pencil to highlight the brows. So let's see how this goes. You fix that. You definitely want to wipe off the spoolie because it's a lot of product, especially on the tip. Yeah, this is definitely not my favorite. I feel like it's really messy, which I don't like. Like you guys saw, I made a mistake like as soon as I started with it because it has so much liquid on the spoolie itself. I say if you want a clear brow gel, go for the e.l.f. one, which I talked about in the drugstore tutorial that's linked. And also, I know Maybelline has one and it has like a little ball at the end and that's colored. So I would say this is a miss for me. I don't love it. Hey guys, I did one eye off camera just because I wanted to practice with the palette we're going to be using before I show you guys the look. And this is the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette, which I don't want to give it all away, but I will say it's absolutely beautiful. Blends very well, which I really like. So let's get into the tutorial. I like that on either end there's a transition shade, that's more like cool tone, so you can go in with like these shades, and more that's more warm tone. So I'm definitely going with the warm tone today just because that's how it was feeling. So I'm going to take this bottom transition color, the more camel-y color, and I'm going to use the Morphe M504 brush. And I'm just gonna put that all in the upper crease. I feel like this transition shade really blends very nicely. Like, I don't know, I've never tried Wet n Wild shadows, so this is blending so good. And I think this pallette's like $4.99. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's very affordable. Okay, after that, I'm gonna go into a Morphe R37, and I'm gonna be taking this color. I think this is just number 8. They're just numbered. So I'm gonna take number 8, and I'm gonna put that more in my crease. gonna take the Morphe M573 and I'm gonna go in with shade 6 and a little bit of 7. And that's also gonna go into the crease. This brush is a little bit more tapered in, so I'm gonna put it a little bit lower. Next, I'm gonna take, for the next like definition color, I'm gonna take shade number 9, which is this dark brown shade, which blended really well. I'm just gonna take that on a Morphe E17 and focus that on the outer corner. Next, I'm gonna take the gold shade. This is number 3. I'm just gonna take the shimmery gold shade right here, and I'm gonna use my finger to apply. For the brow bone, I'm gonna take shade number 2 and just pop that cream shade underneath the brow bone. I'm just gonna use the Real Techniques Expert Concealer Brush, which I'm not using for concealer, but I'm just gonna pat it in there and clean up that brow bone a bit. Or, oh, under the lash line, almost forgot about that. I'm gonna again take the Morphe E17 and I'm gonna take the shade number 6. I'm gonna go in with shade number 8, that more purpley shade, purpley reddish shade. And that's about it with this palette. I will say I really like this palette. I wasn't sure what to expect because I've never used a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and this is actually my first palette I've ever used from the drugstore, I believe. And this color story is just so beautiful. I love that everything's lined out. This would be great for beginners because they also have on the back like a daytime look and a nighttime look that you can easily follow. So I would say this product is definitely an A+ for me. So let's also take the highlighter again in Golden Flower Crown and let's pop that into the inner corner. We're actually gonna spray our face one last time with the rose water. And now let's go on with the mascara. This is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Waterproof Mascara. I've never tried any Wet n Wild mascara, so we'll see how this goes. This is the wand. It's kind of tapered down, which I like. So let's try this. I hate this. I think this is the worst mascara I have ever used. It's called Max Volume Plus. There's no volume, there's no length, there's no nothing. I don't even know if you can tell because my eyelashes are so small and it did absolutely nothing. I love the packaging. Packaging's great, but the product on the inside sucks a lot. It's terrible. And I tried building and building and building, and this is a no for me, dog. In the words of Randy Jackson, this is terrible. So for the last product, we have the Wet n Wild Snowmelt Lip Powder in the color Snowed In. I don't really know what texture this is gonna be, but let's try this out. Kind of smells like chemicals, but like it's not a bad scent at all. Let's see if it's transfer proof. A little bit comes off, but not a lot at all. Hey guys, so some final thoughts. I would say The foundation is a big yes. I really like this. I'm going to continue to use it now that I have a new bottle. I really love it. The primer, I really like this. I think it was very hydrating, very nice. So I'm going to continue to use this. What else? The concealers, I like them. I like the finish that it gives, but I don't love how little you get on the doe foot applicator. It makes it very difficult to apply, and they are pretty thick, so keep that in mind. Powders are the best thing in this video for sure. I really love both of these powders and continue to use these. Let's see. The blush, like I've said before, I really like this blush. Highlight wasn't my favorite. I don't think it gives as much wow as I want it to, but if you're looking for a natural highlight, it's very good. The brow mascara I don't like at all. I think it has too much liquid on the spoolie, but if that's what you're going for, sure, but I would say there's better options at the drugstore. This eyeshadow palette, I love. I'm gonna definitely continue to use. I wanna get the other colors that come in this format because I think this formula was beautiful. The Rose PhotoFocus Primer Water, I really like this. I'm going to continue to use this. I think it's very good. Let's see what else. The Snowmelt, I like, but it tastes like chemical, and I don't like that at all. And it's been on for a few minutes, so that taste is going to be here for all day, and I don't love that. So overall, I hope you guys can see that you can find some great products from the drugstore. I'm going to continue to keep filming a bunch of great drugstore products, show you options that are affordable, amazing. There's going to be hits and misses, but that's also at Sephora, not just at the drugstore. You guys keep watching. I hope you like this video, share this video, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I need you guys to subscribe. I see you guys coming back, and I want you to be here every Tuesday, Thursday, and the occasional Sunday, because I'm going to keep pushing out great content and showing you great products and the products that aren't so great so you can avoid them at the drugstore or Sephora. So if you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like I said, what are your favorite products from Wet n Wild? What are your favorite products at the drugstore? I want you to leave it down below. I'm going to be commenting back. I want to get to know you guys and communicate with you guys. So I hope you are here next time. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at itsofficial_AshleyMarie. Everything's going to be in the description box below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!